film, and we're going to watch the trailer right now. It's called My Senior Year. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Dad, there's something I got to talk to you about. I've been thinking. I'm 17 now, and I've only had 2 friends since when we moved when I was in 2nd grade. I think it's time for me to actually experience a real teenager's life.
Yes, I can see you, girl. Can you see me? Go and see the sun's around. Look into the bar. You might find the answer written on the wall. Look what was the desert. Can you see the answer?
We'd like to welcome filmmaker Joe Carlini to the show. Joe? Wow. Well, Joe, you're a local guy from Woodbury, Minnesota, right?
Yeah, that's correct.
So, what is it like growing up in the Twin Cities for you?
Well, I'm sure most people here live in the Twin Cities, but you know, it's a good area. It's becoming a better artistic scene. It's a good music scene. The film is starting to get more exposure, so it's really a good scene for the arts.
So, we just saw a trailer for your film. How did you get into film?
Well, I come from a television background. My parents were in TV. My grandpa was a pioneer in television, so it kind of, I guess, loosely was inspired from them. And I always was more into movies, and I just love, you know, what films can do for you at, you know, like stories and you know, influences and just perspectives it can alter, I guess. So for me, it was from a young age, that's kind of something I always wanted to do, and recently was able to make the first feature happen, and went to film school in Minneapolis, and then came here for a year and just kind of plugging away.
Well, great. You know, I found out that you won a regional student Emmy for a film that you were involved with. Can you talk a little bit about what it was like to win an award like that?
Yeah, it was cool.
As if you really need to say anything more. Yeah.
No, you know, it's one of those things that you really appreciate. I guess, you know, as any filmmaker would know, you put tons of hours into a project, and it's never complete. You always want to make it look better, and you always want to fine tune it and add more to it. But for, you know, peers or people that are in different fields to recognize your you know, your skills and your hard work and the project overall, it's always a plus.
So how did you come up with the idea for My Senior Year?
You know, I came up with it, I think my senior year of high school, so about a long time ago, probably what, 6, 7 years ago. And for me, you know, I've been coming up with film ideas probably since like 4th or 5th grade. And for this one, it was a film I could make, you know, under $100,000. It didn't require a lot. You know, it wasn't really an action film by any means. And for the most part, we had local actors, so it kind of kept the budget low. But for me, when I was in high school, my sophomore year, my junior year, and my senior year, I knew someone that committed suicide. And sophomore year was the one where it really was someone I really cared for. And that was kind of what came up the idea in my senior year to come up with a film where a character comes to that point, where he feels like life is over and, has every reason to give up and finds the inner strength to overcome it. And for me, that was a film I wanted to make to kind of show more of the youth and high schoolers, and people in that age bracket that you really can overcome anything, as long as you have, a good support system and some faith, anything you can overcome.
Wow. Yeah, it really sounds like it's an emotional, kind of deep film. What do you feel like your audiences will come away with when they're done watching that movie?
Well, it's a little bit of everything. I think the trailer, we just released another trailer. It's kind of like a music video, but I think for anyone that kind of is dealing with, there's many reasons why people and that, just in general go through with something like that. But for our film, I wanted to show that the character really, like I said, he hits rock bottom and finds the inner strength to overcome it. And outside of that, it's a comedy and it's a romantic film, so it's just life in general. Life isn't one way; it's a little bit of everything. So we try to get the balance of a little bit of everything, but it gets a little intense at the end, and hopefully people will find the positive message out of that.
Now, I heard a rumor. I was wondering if this is true. Is the actor in the film your dad, the older man?
No.
Oh, okay.
Don, he feels like a dad. I've known him forever. This is like the 5th or 6th film he's been in mine, and he's a great actor. He always comes prepared. We were fortunate enough that he helped financially backing the film. There was a point where we had no money, and there was still a lot of film to be made and a lot of other things we needed to pay for, and he kind of came through in the clutch, I guess, and really helped us out. So he's a great dude, and glad he could be a part of this film.
Well, I think we're just about out of time at this point. So tell us just real quick, maybe something that about how people can see the film.
Well, we still haven't come up with a premiere date. Next year, we're hopefully trying to do as many film festivals as we can. Hopefully, try to find distribution. Try to do some of the bigger film festivals. And I think, I really hope it blows up, and I think for that age bracket, they'll really enjoy it and hopefully be inspired enough. If they know anyone or anyone, just to really. The issue of prevention of suicide, it's very taboo to talk about, and it's becoming more and more apparent that it needs to be addressed. So hopefully our film, just helps in that helps it out.
All right. Well, great. Thank you.